Hey guys, I was listening to a Justin Bieber song tonight that goes something like, if you had it all, but nobody to call, maybe then you know me. And it hits home because in many ways, I feel like I do have it all on an energetic level, on an emotional level, and in many ways, I feel like I have no one to call that understands me, that is at my level of understanding the world, understanding life. Many of you can probably relate to this, of like feeling so whole, feeling so complete, and then perhaps you go to a party or something and the energy just drags down. There's just a deflatingness to it because that party is mimicking or reflecting the status quo consciousness of the planet right now, which is not 5D, which is not 4D, not even close. And this message is just about compassion. And no matter how you're celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow, to realize that nothing is wrong with you. Because even though most people, and again, there's nothing wrong with it, but because most people are participating in traditions and these have-tos, if you find yourself experiencing Thanksgiving in a different way, or you're finding yourself in, many of us are finding ourselves in situations that we don't necessarily want to be in this Thanksgiving, that our truest desires are not reflected in the physicality of tomorrow, how that's okay. Can you have compassion on yourself, for yourself, and love on yourself? And realize that what you want in physicality is coming. I promise. Things are moving very, very fast. And although tomorrow may not be how you pictured it or how you would prefer it, can you surrender into the messiness of it? Can you surrender into the masterpiece, as I call it, of it? Can you laugh at the absurdity of it? Can you laugh at the ridiculousness of it? Can you, and perhaps some of you will enjoy it. That's not off the table. But for many of us, I'm getting this strong message of it's not going to be perfect or how our truest desires are around it. So again, can you surrender to it and realize that it's temporary and realize that nothing's wrong with you? If you're alone and you want to be with people, if you're with people but you want to be with different people or want to be alone, can you realize that it's valid? Can you realize that nothing's wrong? Can you realize that even if you're having pizza or not eating at all or having green juice or whatever you want to have, that it's okay? That if you're not following a traditional narrative of what Thanksgiving looks like on TV, or if you are, all of it is okay. It's not wrong. Shame can bubble up on holidays because there's these rigid stigmas and perceptions and expectations that if you're not doing it this way, if you're not feeling this when you're surrounded by people, then something's wrong with you. You're the problem. Because you should be happy to be around your family. You should be happy to be around these friends. You should be happy, or you shouldn't be alone because something's wrong with you. Can we let all that go? And again, for many of you, as we step into our authenticity, we may very well be in situations that are messy or that just aren't ideal. And the more that we can surrender into those situations and just let them play out and be as they are, and find the perfection in those imperfection, contrast, unwanted moments, the more enjoyment we'll have. And when we anchor ourselves into enjoyment, even in times that aren't necessarily wanted, that's when life just flows. And that's when you start really alchemizing the physicality around you into more and more desirable situations. So, okay, I want to keep this message as short as possible. I hope this message helps. If you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling enmeshed, however you're feeling, know that it's okay. Know that nothing's wrong with you, and spend tomorrow as much as you can how you want to. And know that your feelings around it are valid. Know that your experience is valid. I love you. And don't let the illusions around you that that dim the fullness within you convince you that something's wrong with you. I love you.